guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Deya, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys. It's going to be a little more personal, so I'm going to be talking to you guys about my tattoos. So before I get started with this video, I am going to warn you, it's probably going to be going like back and forth from like a vlog to this video or like backwards. I haven't really decided how I'm going to be like putting it together. However, I'm definitely going to be getting into detail of like all my tattoos, what they mean to me, when I got them, why I got them. But before anything, I just wanted to say that this is not a video to encourage you to get a tattoo. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. A lot of you guys have asked me about my tattoos. Most of you guys have already seen most of them. However, this is just a video that I wanted to do for me, to share with you something about myself. But if you guys do want to get tattoos, I feel like tattoos are something that should be extremely meaningful, especially because it's going to be on your body for the rest of your life, unless you decide to remove it. But why would you remove something that you wanted so bad in the first place, right? So yeah, make sure you think them through. And yeah, that's all I gotta say before we start the video. So might as well just play the intro and then we'll start. Today is an exciting day. So I'm currently on my way. Well, I actually took the day off because I needed the day off, but I'm on my way to go study, but I will be doing a video on that shortly after. But today is a special day because today may or may not be the last time I get a tattoo. So I'm excited. Let me tell you guys, when I was younger, or maybe even like a couple years ago, like my pain tolerance was so much higher than it is now. And I don't know if it's like my fibromyalgia, I don't know if it's I'm just like becoming more sensitive as I get older or what. Maybe it's like my hormones, I don't know. I know for a fact that I don't want to be messing around too much with my body, simply because it's been going through so much and I kind of just like need to relax and take care of myself and just give it a break. However, this is the tattoo that I've been wanting to get for such a long time. I have quite a number of tattoos. This one is probably going to be like the most special one for me. This year was by far one of the hardest years that I've endured. Just so many things have happened with family and myself, my health and friendships and stuff like that. But this was by far like such an eye-opening year, and I gotta say that I'm really proud of myself. This was the first time in my life where I became selfish and I put myself first, and I'm really happy that I did. It really taught me a lot about who would be there and who wouldn't. When you're constantly giving so much of yourself to so many around you and suddenly you stop, it's like you truly find out who the fuck even gives a shit. If I can give you guys a piece of advice, especially from what I've learned, is just definitely give yourself time for you. Take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, this is your life and you gotta do you, boo boo. I think we sometimes become so preoccupied about doing so much for others and forgetting to put ourselves first. So just remind yourself that you need to love yourself too. That's pretty much it. You guys will see my tattoo, my final tattoo, afterwards, but if you can already guess, it does have to do with loving yourself. So I'm really excited about this one. This is the first time I've ever gotten a tattoo that is related to an artist. BTS has meant so much to me, so you guys already know that if it's gonna be any artist, it's gonna be BTS. My friend Churro, he's the one who's gonna be doing it. It's an exciting day today. So my first tattoo, I actually got it, I'm gonna say it was right before graduating high school, so I must have been maybe like 16 or 17, and during that time I know my sister had or maybe was going into the military. We wanted to go get a tattoo together because she was gonna go on deployment, and I was like, I'm never gonna see you for like a really long time, so I want something like to keep you close to me. For some reason we decided that the tattoo that we wanted to get was a lucky cat. I collect lucky cats, like I have them all over my house. I don't know why, I have so much love for them. So we ended up going to our tattoo artist, and her name is Puka Machine, and I think she did the cutest job ever. We pretty much asked her, we wanted like the cutest, like make it chubby, like so adorable looking cat, and I asked her to like write my sister's name in the middle, and then my sister asked her to write my name. So that's what we did. We got each other's names tattooed. It's really funny because I got mine on my back, so like when I stretch, like my cat gets really fat and like really skinny depending on the movements that I do, and it's just the most adorable thing ever. My second tattoo I actually got when I was visiting my sister in Washington. I know my parents didn't know about my tattoo, so I definitely wanted to find a place that I could like hide it, and since my parents never see me without a shirt, I just figured the ribs would work. So I had always loved this quote, nothing is worth more than this day. Growing up, I had like a really dark period. I was going through a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety. I was struggling a lot with myself. I guess I just didn't want to be the type of person that didn't care about what tomorrow would bring. Instead, I wanted to be the type of person that was excited for what was in store for me, you know, in the future. I just want to be able to make the best out of every situation, so that tattoo, nothing is worth more than this day, is something that constantly reminds me of that. And every day I get dressed, I see it, and it just makes me so happy. The location itself is definitely not a place that I would recommend you get a tattoo, especially if you're very sensitive or if you don't have a high pain tolerance or whatever. Think your tattoos through. So the third tattoo I remember getting were my orchids. So I love flowers, I really do, but orchids are my absolute favorite, like ever since I was little. And for some reason, very interesting enough, they're my mom's favorite flower and my sister's favorite flower. So it's like they've always followed me and I've always been attracted to them. And I remember even when I started my new job, like there were orchids everywhere. It was kind of like a sign. I was like, oh my god, like this is perfect. So my orchids pretty much represent my love for the women in my family. I remember when doing the consultation, like there were so many color options that we could choose from, and he chose these colors because I love to give my artist creative freedom, and he chose these colors, and he was like explaining to me, he was like, oh, you know, like I want to use these colors because I feel like they kind of showcase more femininity and love, and I thought that idea was actually really good, considering that I always struggled with femininity growing up. Like the whole being feminine and being girly, like it was always a struggle for me because I was such a tomboy growing up. I only had guy friends, and even the little girlfriends that I had, they were all fucking bitches, so I didn't really get along with girls. They were very envious and very like catty, and like you would try to have a decent conversation with one of them and they would hate you simply because you were friends with the guy she liked. I didn't give a shit about the guy she liked, you know, but because we were friends, you know, it was that kind of stupidity that kind of like pushed me away from even having girlfriends. But that was always a struggle, like trying to fit in with girls, or like even makeup. I never wore makeup, so I didn't even know how, like I said, like my mom was never home, so I never had someone to like teach me how to do my makeup or like be all cute. Like, being feminine was extremely hard for me until I joined the beauty industry, and then suddenly I was like, ah, like you can obviously tell that I'm still kind of like a tomboy, but at the same time, like I love getting dressed up, I love doing my makeup, I love like changing my hair color, and it's just crazy how I kind of found my own way into that. But I struggled so hard in it back then. So when my artist chose these colors, I was like, you know what, this is awesome. This is kind of like everything that represents me, and I absolutely love it. So actually the next tattoos that I'm going to talk about, they were all done by the same artist that did my orchids, and his name is Jason Ramos. So the next tattoo that I'm talking about was shortly after I landed my first job, after getting my license in cosmetology. So I started working at my current salon. So I've been there, oh my god, I've been there for almost a decade. It's so crazy how time flies. But anyway, so obviously like I absolutely love my job, and I needed something that represented me and my job and like what I do for a living. So I went ahead and got scissors, and I wanted them like right in your face. I ended up getting it here because when I do people's hair or I like blow dry hair, it's literally like sometimes I'll have to blow dry the front of their hair, and since I'm wearing like a short sleeve or something, like I'll be blow drying like this and they'll see it, they immediately see it, they're always like, oh my god, I love your tattoo, it's so pretty, mama. But yeah, I wanted it black and white because I wanted it to look like a sketch, and he did like the shading around it, like so nice. I love this so much. So my 5th and 6th tattoos were like impulse tattoos. Like I didn't have to get them, but I just wanted them just because. So story is, I ended up going with a coworker who saw my tattoos and he was like, oh my god, I want to get tattooed by your artist, he's so amazing. So I took him to the shop that my artist was at. So after he finished the consultation, I just asked him, hey, do you have time to do like a quick tattoo or whatever? And he was like, yeah, what's up, like I'll do anything, whatever. So I ended up getting one on my lip. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna zoom into that, it says by me, whatever. But then I ended up getting one on my pinky, and this one is probably like my wittiest tattoo. It's how do I focus? Oh, it's a bobby pin. So the reason why I got it on my pinky is because when I do hair, I like to section hair with my pinky. So every time I like grab some hair, like I see the bobby pin getting in the hair, and it just looks so funny. It looks like I'm sticking a bobby pin in someone's hair. So I don't know, so I ended up getting it there, and just for my own shits and giggles. I guess during the time I was just having like tattoo withdrawals, so I ended up just getting these. So my 7th tattoo is probably the largest tattoo that I have. Lucky number 7, right? It's like really big. Well, for me, I have it on my like hip and leg, like my thigh area. It is roses accompanied by a compass in the middle. Like I always walk like I know where I'm going, even though I may not have no idea where I'm actually going. Sometimes I'll be walking and I'll make a left instead of a right, and I won't even question it because I feel that at that very moment I was supposed to make that left instead of that right. I guess you can call me cheesy or whatever. I've just happened to meet a lot of incredible people by chance, simply because of that very reason, that I happen to go left instead of right. Like I've met so many people, I've had so many incredible experiences that I would have never imagined having just because I was lost or I took the wrong turn. The compass truly makes me feel like even though I may not know what direction I am going in my life at that very moment, it doesn't matter because I will always find my way. My 8th tattoo is actually on my wrist, and this was done in Korea. I usually like getting tattoos done in the places, like the new places that I go and visit. So I ended up getting this one there, and this was by chance because the girl I was supposed to get tattooed with, I guess she left early that day, and we ended up meeting Hanji, and he was just so sweet. And the fact that he even tried to communicate with us when he knew no English whatsoever, that was pretty awesome. So suffering from depression and anxiety, it definitely puts a stop in your life, but that semicolon reminds me that it's only momentarily and I can pick myself up and keep going afterwards. So that's the reason why I got it. So the last one that I actually had was also done in Korea. It was done by the same guy. It was done on my ankle, and it is a moon, but it's like flowers in the shape of a moon. He did such a beautiful job with the detail in that one that it's just so freaking pretty. And the reason why I got that, obviously the flowers, because I'm obsessed with flowers. However, the reason why I got the moon is because my last name is Luna, so that was just perfect for me. So now I'm going to show you guys my last tattoo. That one was done very recently, and it is such an important tattoo for me because, as I said before, this year was a lot. It was truly eye-opening. However, it was a year where I said enough is enough, and I am gonna give myself that time and love that I need for me. I'm tired of putting myself in the back burner. I'm tired of giving my all to people that don't deserve it. I read a quote the other day and I thought, holy shit, that's so relatable. Let me see. don't kill people with kindness because not everyone deserves your kindness. Kill people with silence because not everyone deserves your attention. And I remember seeing that the day that I was getting my tattoo, and I thought, shit, this is exactly why I'm getting this, because I really need to stop giving so much of myself to those who don't deserve it, you know? And this was the year that I just decided to walk away from every negativity, walk away from everything that just was not for me. And it is what it is. I'm starting a new chapter in my life. I'm happy. I'm learning to really be happy. I'm learning to just focus on my health, which is what I've been needing to do. Like, I was giving so much of my time and energy to other people, and it was draining me. And I was like, holy shit, like, I can't be doing this anymore. It's just too much. So I'm focusing on me. I'm doing what I love. I'm putting time and energy in the things that will bring me positivity, that will bring me a positive outcome in the end. And yeah, that's just the way I'm going to be rolling for the rest of my life. So, yep. And most importantly, I truly am learning to love myself. Like, it just took such a long time for me to finally give in and just love every imperfection of myself, love every bit of me that isn't perfect or isn't considered pretty, because at the end of the day, all those parts make me who I am. And I've learned so much about myself, and I've grown so much within the years. So this was something I've been wanting to get, especially because BTS has been a group that has helped me through so much. I can't even tell you guys how much I've cried. I can't even tell you guys how much I've laughed, or how much I've just realized so much about myself within these lyrics, within these speeches, within just like these videos. And they're just such an incredible group that inspire me every single day. Like, people inspire me every single day, but BTS kind of opened a new perspective of what I needed to see in my life at the right time in my life, and I couldn't be more grateful. So my last tattoo was a combination of the heart logo and the flower logo, and I told my artist to just put it together, and I wanted a very simple tattoo. Obviously it hasn't healed, so I don't want to show it to you guys because I have it covered up anyway, but I told him to put it together and then just do whatever else he wanted, like on the side. I didn't want a big tattoo, I just wanted something small. He asked me what my favorite colors were, so he was like, okay, I'll just play with it and I'll do this, and he just did such an amazing job. And he has such a light hand. He did it so fast. It was perfect. But yeah, if you live in Florida and you want a tattoo artist who's amazing, light hand, you know, it pays attention to detail and does it really, really fast, Churro is your guy. He works at Major League Tattoo, and yeah, you should check out his work.
Hi, I'm Churro. It's nice to meet you guys.
Is that your legal name?
No, I'm not giving my legal name. So right now we're doing just the line work. I'm amazed that she has not been screaming this whole time. I know I would be.
So yeah, you guys, that is the end of this video. Sorry if it was really long. Also, like, sorry if it was random, but a lot of you guys have asked me before about my tattoos and what they mean to me, etc. So I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. And also I wanted to share my last tattoo. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you my little journey into getting this one and why I got it. This was my birthday gift to me. And it meant so much, and I needed it to do it for myself, so that's why I ended up getting it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Much love.